Okay, it's been a while, like seems like 10 months, but only like 3 or 4 since I've streamed. Lots of new stuff. The towers, there's been a change, update to some specialization. The benefactor, which I am running right now, for summoners, which is what I am maining right now. Um, Let me think. As always, if you haven't checked out videos, if you happen to come across this video and you have a lot of questions, definitely go check out Shabash. Any of his, he has stuff on Twitch and YouTube, and he has probably the best videos out there. And he normally hits the scene first, if not really close to, with the most recent updates and content and help. He has videos out there right now for um, the different towers, the different classes, I believe, some of the weapons, the celestial weapons, and yeah, a couple other things. Um, but yeah, check out his stuff if you have specific questions. This is just gonna be more summoner shenanigans. Um, the photo up at the left next to the stream, that's a picture of my my town. So you can see the two towers I have started. I have hit probably 5 or 6 towers. I was super lucky to catch a tower at level 50, with 50 floors. It took me probably about an hour and a half to get through. But I got 10,000 shards, a little over 10,000 shards for that. So that was nice. Let me see if I can pull up how many shards I have right now. I think it's in other. Yep. So I was roughly about 30,000. Um, and then I spent the shards, so now I'm at 2,700. Um, Unfortunately, because I'm not in my hometown, I won't be able to show any of the other stuff. I am out here grinding for keys. As you can see, I'll go back in there. I have 2 keys. One of those I purchased, uh, mostly because I know where a tower is, and I'm gonna be driving by it to get into it. And I think today it's probably I think the tower level's probably like 30-ish, 36. I can't remember what it was yesterday because I missed it yesterday. Um, I didn't have a key. I drove by it. Um, the second key, though, I was lucky to find one of the new mobs in the world on the way over here. Dropping my kid off at work. So, yeah, we're gonna kick this up. I am gonna be driving around, so there's gonna be not like I edit any of my videos anyway, ambient noises. My car turning on probably. I apologize for that. I am gonna try to make sure there's no music for multiple reasons, of course, and I'm not gonna be super unsafe. Really, I'll pull off the side of the road like I normally do. If I see anything cool, the problem with the tower I'm going to drive by is it's on a highway. So I know exactly where it's at. Um, and what I'm going to do is essentially I'll have my view distance gear up, um, so that I get the furthest view. And one mistake I always make going into the tower after I get it is to swap out my gear. Um, the gear that's used in the tower, if you're not tracking already, is actually the default gear here. Whoops, I thought I turned that off. I apologize. Um, so yeah, your default gear is what's used. Um, this is not the gear I recommend farming for the new mob either. Um, so if I'm gonna farm for the new mob, which I might drive around slowly through this neighborhood. Um, we'll throw that candle. So what I would actually do is I don't really care about distance. Um, I care about really you're gonna you probably want to split between a little bit of luck gear and gear that will um, spawn more mobs. So right now, I'm actually gonna run. I don't want that one. A second questing staff because I think it has a little bit more luck. Um, and I'm running the lanterns just to pull more mobs. You could run more luck gear if you're, but I think with the mimic and the two staffs, I should be fine. If I'm lucky to even pull one of those mobs. So I don't see one right there. Yeah. All right. Nope. All right. So we are gonna just roll through the neighborhood. Essentially, to be safe, I'm not really gonna be looking at my phone at all. I'm gonna drive a little bit, and then stop and see if there's a mob there. So there's a possibility, because I'm not looking at my phone, that I will actually miss one, unfortunately. Um, but I don't want to be unsafe. So, I mean, this mob is, I can't remember a tower guard, I think is what it's called. It's super rare. This is not even the best way to farm for it. There's a different way to farm for it. So, honestly, the best way to farm for it, there's a couple individuals who put out videos. Shabash, in one of his basic videos that goes through, I think it's like 30 or 40 minutes, but he talks about farming keys. And the best way to do it is if you have an alt account. I do have an alt account. It's only at level 7, so not buyable. But if you have some friends or you have an alt account that's, I think you can do it at 8, because I think you can see tier 9 bosses, but the goal is tier 9 bosses. And essentially, you can use your um, monster remains to spawn bosses, kill everything but tier 9 bosses. And then you or your party member goes into the tier 9 boss, just one of you, and the other one joins you. And when the other one joins, um, there'll be there'll be mobs that spawn. And that is the best way to essentially get around some of the rarities of the spawns. Um, so I think, there's 2 or 3 other people that might have some videos out about them actively showing it. They have a bunch of alt accounts. I started an alt account a few months ago and just haven't put in enough time to get it to a level where it would be usable, unfortunately. So, drive up to this circle and stop again. See if there's anything that is up. Again, this mob is super rare. It doesn't spawn, it's only a world spawn. It will not spawn anything. I would really like to find one. I should have put up a photo of it. Yeah, I'm not seeing one. Yeah, I should put the photo up of the Guardian beforehand, but instead of my lazy cat right there, next time. All right, there's a stop sign. Stop here. There's nobody behind me. Um, anything pop up? I don't see anything. And there's the update. Still nobody behind me. Yeah, this is definitely not what I recommend. Obviously, I'm being kind of a little irresponsible. I'm trying to be as safe as possible driving around doing this. Um, that stuff is super rare. I really am planning to hit that tower. It's probably 10, 20 minutes away from where I'm currently at. Maybe not that far. But I'm gonna have to hit it, and then probably I won't. I'm gonna have to go find somewhere to park because it's on a highway. I'm literally just gonna enter the tower. I'm gonna click on it, go into it, and then it's just gonna sit there. I'll find somewhere to park, and then I'll run through the tower. I'm not seeing still nothing. They're rare, so um, I'm gonna swap over though because I think I'm just gonna go hit that tower. I was hoping maybe just driving around a little bit, we'd get something to spawn. Um, I have come across, not that I've been playing that much, probably like five or six in the wild. Um, but they didn't all drop keys. I forgot to swap over to luck gear, so I didn't get keys. I think I've only got key from one. Um, you want view distance. That's what I want. Do, 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 do. And then let's see. I don't think I need anything else. A lot of other changes. If you haven't noticed, some I really like this change to the Naga warrior. It's pretty cool. Um, some other changes. Status, there was a change there. There's been a bunch of cool changes and updates. Um, I don't think I have any cool new skins. I think all these are the ones I had before, but there are some new ones out there that are really cool. Um, the rune shop was updated, so this is pretty cool. I like this. If you're having a hard time and you don't mind spending money, this is the tower key right there. You can buy it there. Um, it would get really expensive though, if you bought all your keys, because this grind is no joke for sure. Sprite packs are pretty cool. Some of the updates. Um, I see a bunch of people running around with the Kerberos. It's really cool. I kind of want it, but I also, if I'm gonna spend any more money, would rather spend money on the keys. Um, but some cool updates. And we are gonna drive to that tower. So let's do this. Oh, I already have that. I need to swap over monsters. All I care about is buildings. Another new update, if you haven't noticed already now, is if your game crashes, um, with the towers updates, they have you have the ability to there'll be a pop up when you reload the game, and you can go, you can enter the tower again, from wherever you're at. You don't have to be next to the tower. But they incorporated that with dungeons as well. At least in my experience, I don't normally get kicked out of dungeons. Normally, I'm able to finish them, but there has been a couple of times. where I have, and I was kind of shocked. I was like, to see that pop up, like, cool, I don't lose out on it because the game crashed. Um, so that's super, super nice. The tower thing is absolutely amazing because I'm not kidding. I think the 50 level tower that I did the other day took me an hour and a half, and I was only going to uh, the floor bosses. I wasn't trying to um, search out the chests because I don't know if there's a chest in at every floor, but I think there's a possibility of a chest spawning on each floor. And I only got the chests when I did that tower run for the ones that um, I saw, as well as there are mobs that you can hit as well. Oh, almost went to sleep there. There's mobs you can hit as well. Um, I did not hit maybe three or four because I'm running a squishy class, and uh, the first the first one I ever did, I got absolutely crushed on like floor three. I think I got one shot because of the build I was running. I was running a really squishy build with blood packs, so I was trying to use blood packs, my normal blood pack build I have been running, and I got one shot. So I'm hesitant to run a lot of other or hit any of the other mobs. Not that they're harder than the floor bosses, I just don't want that extra variable of losing early. Um, yes, and the specialization that I'm running right now, the benefactor, you lose a lot of. You don't lose, but honestly, if you don't want to die a lot, I would probably run. Mm, I wouldn't run benefactor unless you are really confident in your build. Um, I really just wouldn't run it. Probably, I'm gonna pull this up. Super unsafe because I forget what it is. I would run Cataphract. So the extra HP and defense is defense resistance and HP is going to be huge. You're not going to be able to buff your pets a lot like you would with Charmer, and you're not going to have. There's ways. So essentially, running Cataphract is not bad though, because essentially it's kind of a mid tier. You're not going to buff your pets, but your pets are going to be able to do damage. You're also going to be able to do damage, more damage that I can do run a benefactor um, with your packs, where the packs are better. So that's one thing that sucks about benefactor is my packs are super super weak. Um, Realistically, I should switch over to Cataphract and be okay with only. I could probably hit 100K off the top of my head with a decent build. But you'll see once I jump into the tower, I am not running anything. Because I'm running Benefactor, I'm not running any gear at all that maybe the exception of the shoes or the helmet that buffs my pets. It's all my strongest gear to give me the most ward, the most defense, the most resistance. That is my goal. That's what I want to make sure I have so that I don't die. But you can tweak around with the build. Um, I can pull that up really quick. So you can, if you're gonna run Benefactor, or I mean Cataphract, you could completely tweak this up. I don't recommend not running a shield. You should run some kind of shield that gives you a bunch of either um, ward and or defense and resistance. If you have the Arisen Woven Shield, I believe, I think that shield gives you, it might give you the most defense and resistance outside of one other shield. But the other shield that gives you more than the Woven Shield is like negative ward, and the Wolf Shield would give you ward. So that, or run the Arisen Shield if you have one. Um, and then you can tweak any of this other stuff. So you can see I'm legit not running any gear at all that is buffing my pets, or sorry, my summons. I'm running Yamir's staff, really mostly for the health, because it gives you health regen. Um, Another staff that gives you health regen is the candy cane from the Christmas event. That right there. Um, that also gives you health regen, and there might be one or two other ones. Um, it's just my paranoia, really. I don't want to die. Um, I'm really trying to make sure it, in the long run, I'll be honest, it probably doesn't help that much. Like, it's probably not really saving me from anything, or I could just use potions. So I should probably swap that out for a Charon staff, mostly because right now with the build I'm running, the build I'm running is for sorry man, I do that every time. The summons to be doing the damage versus me. If you ran Cataphract, you could do both. Your summons are going to do less damage. However, you can do more damage with your packs. Um, the thing, again, I think I have Blood Pact on my build, but only for occasional use. Um, Killing Blood Pack is going to slowly kill your summons. You can, if you're going to run Blood Pact, I also recommend running what's that, the pack that heals them. I forget which one. Uh, it'll like kill off one of the summons and heal another one, or heal all the other ones, or something like that. I can't remember. There's a couple different ones that'll heal. Um, Run that as well, because again, it's the summoner is a squishy class. You don't want to die. If you die, you fall. And the goal is to get to uh, and kill the tower boss for multiple reasons. You get the most shards. If you fall, you will actually lose some shards. Um, you lose shards, not all of them, but you lose. I can't remember. I don't really know what the percentage is. But you will lose shards if you fall, or when I say fall, essentially lose. When you lose to something, there'll be a little thing that comes up saying you fell from the tower and lost this many shards. You don't lose all of them, so it's not like uh, the end of the world. You just lose out on the chance to maximize shards. And then the other big thing is the tower bosses drop the augments, and the augments can only be used on celestial weapons. Um, and the augments are, if you watch Shabash's video, the augments are actually going to be more important, really, than the celestial weapons. The celestial weapons really, their base stats. Based off again, check out Shabash. I'm kind of stealing some of his thunder. Definitely go look at his video. Um, but uh, he showed the base stats. They're not they're not horrible, but they're not game breaking either. The stats of the weapons are not game breaking. So the ability to put unique augments in there specifically for your build is where it's going to be super awesome. There's a couple augments that I saw that allow you to buff your defense a lot, defense and resistance. Um, each one was like, if you got a super high tier, obviously, um, an ornate version of these augments, I think it was in the 200s. I might be wrong, but I feel like just one of those in the 200s, and you can put five augments into a celestial weapon. So if you wanted to tank defense and resistance, obviously, and you could pair that with there's also an augment that makes it so you take or you're less likely to have statuses done or the statuses fall off sooner. One of those two. Oh, I think I may have missed the tower. Um, or right where I'm supposed to be, but I may or may not have missed the tower. Let me go see. As I'm driving and paying attention to the road like I should be. Um, but I don't have the right gear because I am kind of dumb. Should not have been done. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to go up here and then turn around, but I'm pretty sure I'm really close to the tower. Yep, there's the tower. I'm gonna wait. Nobody around me. All right, so I'm gonna enter it. You saw that there were 33 floors, so the floors will change. Um, Again, Shabash has a video about this. I cannot remember how many hours. I want to say it's like 2 or 5 hours, something like that. And then there's a floor change. And what that means is it will go up and one floor will be added. Um, all right, I'm stopped at a light. There's a parking lot I'm going to park at over there. Um, so real quick on the screen. Oh, it's green. Hold on one second. We'll go over here. All right. All right. So first things first. I am parked, not driving anymore. Um, First thing when you get into the tower is change your loadout. It will use default, and I don't know how many times I have gone to the first floor boss and looked at and had like only 5,000 ward and freaked out, praying that I would not die. Um, I'm gonna swap this out. Let's try. Uh, I used it enough for it to be on the front page. Apparently not. Um, yeah, these aren't maxed out because I don't have the resources and they're not the best. So, but I don't really care about the other stats. All I care about is the summon 30%. Again, um, I am not going to use any other summoner uh, gear here. I would rather, because if I get hit, I do not want to be one shot. Okay, so now you can see that key that I have right here is actually a key for the puzzle doors here. Go walk around a little bit, see if we can. Um, if you do get a lower tier tower, I recommend, especially if you had to buy a key, um, looking for mobs like this, if you can find the floor guardians, um, go after the floor guardian because there's a possibility for mob floor guardians to spawn in the towers. They can drop additional keys. Um, I would throw on, if you can, a little bit of luck gear. Um, oh, that staff also gave me more ward. That's another reason why I was using that staff. So normally I'm running right around 50,000 ward. I'm going back to that staff. I don't really care about the loss of damage from my summons. The other thing I'm running is um, crap. I'll go in and show it after I'm done beating these guys as to why I started with ward. It's man, getting old. Brain doesn't work so much anymore. Can't remember all this stuff in this game. Fighting mobs in the dungeons though will give you additional shards. It's not a lot. It's depending on the level. What I've seen, I haven't fought any mobs at the higher level um, within the tower, but it's normally, I don't know, 5 to 50, I think. I think at the higher level, I think the higher level the higher floor mobs will give you a little bit more. I'll probably get like 5 from this one. And 11. Actually, I got 11 from that. That wasn't bad. So maybe it's based off the mob itself. I don't think there's anything in here. Again, so there's chests that can spawn that give you status boosts for, I believe, most of, if not the entire run. You can see there's 2 different floor guardians to get to the next level. The Pegasus suck. Don't fight those. If you don't have to, don't fight them. They're horrendous. Um, unless you have high dexterity, yeah, they suck to fight. I sat on a group of them for the better half of like 10 minutes. Just that one floor boss because it was really, really difficult to kill. This is another character, another person, player. Wow. Um, dang. 250, Ascension level 60. Holy crap. This guy's a beast. One day, maybe I'll get there. All right, so 11, 26, I got 15 from that. Oh, sweet. So this is, I never get drops from, or tower key drops from completing the floors. That's rare. But you can also get them that way too. I don't normally get them anyway. I don't know if it's really rare. All right, so this is also cool. There's 3, it'll tell you, this little guy will tell you how many people actually got defeated this floor. Just if you're curious, like, hey, how well or bad am I doing? I'll fight this mob. Why not? Oh, I forgot to change my staff. I use Ward of Ward tonight. Like, I start with Ward, but I use that because, again, that starting Ward is like maybe 20%. I don't know what the percentage is, but Ward on Ward tonight gives you 85% damage absorption. And I have been one shot even with starting Ward. So it's not fun. It really sucks. Focus on defense. It's a grind. Unless you're confident you can one shot them. The problem is a lot of times there's hordes everywhere you go. It's not just one guy, and you can get dropped super quick. Oh, there's a floor guard in here. Let's go check this other one. Nope, I am not fighting you. I will fight the other one. Actually, I will fight this one just to show you how crappy it is. Um, I would definitely not fight this one normally because they suck. These are normally the guys, if I fight them, I get close to dying. I forgot to swap out my staff again. Ooh, I'm actually getting lucky. Normally, my summons miss a lot more. And I forgot to swap over and add the Jinn back in. So my build isn't saved with the Jinn, which is the summon you can use with the Benefactor. Um, and I keep forgetting. Okay, so I keep forgetting. We're going to do it right now. One, I'm going to swap out and go back to this for the extra ward. 40% ward. That is, I keep forgetting that's why I use that staff because it gives me 40% ward and that heal. Um, and then let's throw in. I don't know why I'm really. Some of this, I need to tweak this whole build. I just go to that standard build. I skipped him. There he is. Boom. I still use the Hydra and Chimera. The Jinn is kind of squishy. I'm not going to start with him, but I use the ones to start out with because I don't want them to die. I want them to be targets. I know it's not guaranteed that they're going to be targeted, but I don't want them to be one shot. Um, do bear. Let's add. I always forget what another temporary buff is. A good one. Oh no, I know which one I want. This. Because the way I have it built, I'm going to want to throw those buffs to my summons against the floor boss. Whoa, I got another tower key? Man, did they change it recently? That's lucky. That's nice. Because normally it takes me forever to find one. Okay, so here's one of the puzzle doors. This one's actually pretty easy. Essentially, you just have to line stuff up in order. Okay, so mess that up. Sometimes I mess this up a lot. So I think I can go, yep. There we go. That one's not too bad. They get harder as you ascend the tower. Let's go see if this level has a chest. Yep, okay, so there's a chest down there. We'll go see it, see what buff it gives me. Actually, let's go right here. Um, and all I have to do, I'm going to click in that room, and my guy's going to walk around. So if you can see the room you want to go to and there's no puzzle door stopping you, you can just click on it and you'll walk all the way over there, which is pretty cool. All right, tower chest, temporary attack. Awesome. That is freaking awesome for the summons. I love temporary stuff because you can just push it to your summons. Normally it falls off before I'm able to do that. Um, ooh. I would also, if you're not confident in your build, I would normally go fight the other one. Um, but I don't normally have too big a deal with these guys. All right. Um, ah, hate that froze. There we go. Sweets. So normally, this is what I normally do. I like to get a third guy out as quick as possible. And I like the Chimera, a second Chimera, because normally it's only two. But again, I can get that instant cast. Then I go for Golem's Fortitude, if I'm not frozen. And then I go to summon more. I'm going to throw a Jinn out there. Hopefully he does some AoE. I'll get another one, and we can run through some of these guys a little bit quicker. But you can see he's pretty squishy, only 16,000 health. So I don't like to start with them. Just the last thing you want is to not have a set number of guys out there. At least two. If you go below two, and you're not fighting one singular enemy, you're gonna be in a world of hurt. Unless you're running something real tanky. So the tankier you can be, the better. Right. How many people? 141. I don't really want to fight that. Is that a mob or is that a... Nope, it's not a mob. Let's go over here and see if there's a chest in there. There might be. Um, if you are struggling too, I definitely recommend. I know it adds a lot of time. There's no chest, so I don't want to go all the way over there. Adds a lot of time, but searching for the chests can be beneficial. Yeah, see, I missed all of those. They're immune, or I miss a lot. I'm actually gonna see if I can get temporary attack fell off already. Uh, Going against what I normally do. This is no bueno. Yep, see all the misses. All the misses. Okay, there we go. So that was the Jin that has the multi-attack skills. That's why they're kind of cool. It's just they're super squishy. Oh, sweet. Actually, so here's a tower guard. This is the guy that will drop keys in the world. This is what you're looking for. He's a so this is the mob. If you see him, don't pass him up. You want to fight him. And I'm actually gonna swap out my a couple pieces of gear here. Um, I want this. So I want luck. Uh, I think I'm gonna swap out the staff. I don't think it's gonna be too difficult. I'm gonna risk it. Hopefully I don't die. We will see. Actually, is that the right staff? Is that what I want? Luck, experience, Orn. Um, Gold. That's gold. No, that's not what I want. I want luck. There we go. I'm just gonna go with this. All right, so we got some extra luck drops, and where'd he go? He moved up there. I don't want to go to the next floor. There we go. All right. As always, ward first. Defense. All right, there goes two of them, and we'll throw another. Hoping for a key. All right, I got a key. Sweet. Yep. So the goal is again farming those keys. Just as painful sometimes as it is to find the towers. Having a key readily available when you do find one has been an issue for me. So I will. I don't really have a problem admitting that I've found a tower after searching for a while. Thought I had a key, didn't, and it was like, yeah, I'm just gonna buy one because I don't want to miss out. Um, that's not always obviously a possibility for everybody. It's not like, and I mean, honestly, I don't have a problem spending money and supporting the game because I love this game. Um, so I will buy buy keys. I would rather farm them and spend the money on. Oh crap! I didn't change my staff. Um, different the different skins for the character, which I buy, yeah, probably once or twice a quarter. I play the game so much, I probably should sign up for the Patreon or give them some more of my money. So buying keys, I'll probably buy a lot of keys, honestly. If I get super into this and I run out, I'll probably end up buying a lot. Let me change my staff back and see what else. That's good. Good enough anyway. So now I'm not really looking for mobs or if I come across one of those tower guards, I'll definitely fight him. Um, really, though, I want to get to the boss at the top. So, and there's a boss in the middle, like halfway up. You fight one of the raid bosses, I believe it is. Um, so I think this tower, it's one of the sisters that you fight. At least it has been. Just gonna click up there. We're gonna walk all the way over. Um, I think it's the tier 7 sister that you fight. It's not like unbearable, but the first time I hit this tower, she destroyed me. I was not prepared, and I made mistakes. This also probably, with my build, it doesn't make it easy, but it makes it easier. Um, if you set your summoner to be tanky, your summons are pretty much going to take care of most things. The problem comes with really if you're not paying attention to your build and you make a swap like I have several times and I'm not swapped back. Next would be if you don't change your build at all when you come in to the tower. If you're running a view or view distance build to find them, the slowdown, I guess third kind of the slowdown would be it takes a long time to do damage to the bosses. So the halfway points, you'll see essentially it'll probably take me. So if I was running my blood pact build, I could two shot that boss, I believe. Um, but because blood pact is super super weak with benefactor, there's no point in killing your summons for blood pact. That's the other thing too is if you use blood pact and you kill off too many of your summons trying to do damage, you lose your survivability because the other mobs will target not you all the time anyway. All right, let's see. So I still got that key. I know there is one um, specific puzzle that I absolutely hate doing, and that's when I'll use the keys. If I come across one of those puzzles, right? And you saw that chest that I got gave me the temporary attack, and I get it every round. So that's what's nice about getting those treasure chests is essentially you get those buffs for the whole time. Every floor you go in, you get all those buffs without having to do anything extra. So it can be very beneficial to take the time if you don't have like a legit build that makes it easy for you. Um, there's some, and again, it is random, so it's not like it's gonna be guaranteed. Oh man, that's cool. Has a sword? What is that? I need to find that one. That one's cool. Um, Lost train of thought. Yes, the treasure chests can be very beneficial. Some floor bosses are stupidly easy. Like that, it's like, really? But trust me, when you run through this, it's like, that's an easy one. Yes, let's go. Let's get to the next level. All right, we're on floor 11. So I think when we get to probably 17, we'll hit the mid-tier boss. Not sure how long I've been running through this yet. Um, oh, sweet, another easy one. And you get progressively more shards the higher you go. Yeah, if you're tracking like that one, I just got 135. Let's see who's died. Ooh, only 28 people have fell from this floor. This is what I normally do. I just go straight for the floor guardian. I am losing out on the possibility of additional keys, additional buffs, stuff like that that I probably should be going for. I really just want to get to that floor guardian or the boss at the top and get as many shards as I can. I mean, actually, that's kind of counterproductive saying that getting as many shards as I can, I would hit all the mobs going through, which realistically is probably a better thing to just take the time to hit all the mobs, get extra shards, because it's, again, um, they're a time sink. Not only are they a time sink, but they're difficult and hard to find. Oh, gross. I actually don't want to fight him. So I'm gonna walk around. Not that it was hard, like I beat all of them. Oh, never mind. Guess what? I don't have a choice. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I wonder if it was in the entrance, if there was, I could have gone left then right. Again, so I have been hit a few times, but my defense is fairly high. I have stacked a lot of defense in the build. But if I was running my build for Blood Pact, I would have died. With the hit that I got this round, it would have killed me because I just don't run enough defense or ward. I think my max ward on that build was like 10,000. So I hate these guys because they take forever to kill. Miss, 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 miss. Um, Here we go. Sweet. All right. Go to the next floor. Yeah, so I think I got really lucky getting those keys because you can see I haven't got any keys since. Like the first two floors, I got keys. I never get keys. So that was freaking awesome. And this one's not that bad. It's a normal, it's like a normal fallen. It wasn't super easy, or it was super easy. Sometimes they'll have like three times their health. Here we go. So this is the mid-tier boss. So yeah, I think it rounds down. Obviously 16, half of that's 32, so probably it's like it rounds down. That doesn't count the extra one. If it was 34, it'd be floor 50 or 17. Um, I actually haven't normally. I normally just go right to this boss. I don't explore anything. But this is not a sister. This is actually an easier floor guardian. Um, I've fought a sister a lot, so maybe this is a different tower. I don't know if it's set the same, but so 3 million. It's a lot. I guess that's subjective, but it's a lot for the build I am running currently. I don't think he's gonna hit me very hard. So if I can against these tankier bosses, I'll bring out the Hydras. They hit a little bit harder and they have the multi attacks. And I like to throw Anubis out there to hope and get the water, whatever it is. The problem is he cycles through it so much. Um, the status things that he throws on, I forget his what it's called, but essentially, he'll throw something on the enemies. Um, their earth sigil, the sigils, that's what it is. So when it's a water sigil, it makes the Hydra's attacks stronger. So I like to kind of try to combo that, but he runs through them so much that it's like, is it really worth it? It can be because I've seen some. Oh, there's some. That's blue. Those blue numbers. That's what it's all about right there. All right, so I'm gonna throw that temporary all. We'll get the Wyrens and throw that. Whatever came up for those temporary buffs are hitting a little bit harder. We'll go back to David Channel again. So any temporary buffs you can get to throw to your summons with the current process, the current way I'm playing will be beneficial. And because I'm a hoarder, I have a crap ton of potions. This one's actually a low level guy. Like the sister has the lower tier sister that I fight all the time. Halfway through, 7 million, so it takes 2 or 3 times as long as this. Again, though, my summon or my blood pact build, I could one shot this guy. I mean, I have to build it up, but again, I can do almost 4 million damage with it. I think I hit the wrong one. I sure did. I think on average, if I'm lucky, it's 200k with the summons. Um, I would like to see if maybe, I don't know. I don't like this build. I don't even know why I'm still running it. I really should switch over and do Cataphract and run a little bit tankier build that way and leave myself more flexibility to do Blood Pact. Because, alright, so not that I have a bunch of stacks or anything, but um, I guess 45. Yeah, it's just not good. It's not good. 45,000 for Blood Pact 2. Halfway. This is another one. This combination also sucks. You have to be careful with the Beowulf and the cactuses. They I have enough defense so they don't hit super hard, but uh, and I'm gonna do it just as an example. Um, if I cast Chimera first, you'll see how much I get hit. Luckily, he came out, so he took some of that damage. Um, Normally, that hits a little bit harder. I got really lucky because I don't always kill a bunch of those, and without doing a Ward of Ornite first, um, my health normally takes a lot of damage. Okay, well, I was lucky this run because my guys just absolutely obliterated them. And there's the crash. This is what I was waiting for. Um, Boom. Yes, this is good. See this pop-up is awesome. Um, it crashed. I was out, but instantly back in. Same floor. It puts you at the same floor. I might have to be, but sometimes it doesn't always count beating the Guardian or whatever you were doing. Um, I've had it happen to me while I'm trying to solve puzzles. So normally this is where it happens, is me solving a puzzle door, and then I had to go back in. I've used keys on doors before, and then I lost the key, but the door was still there. So that does suck sometimes when it happens. Um, Honestly, have no idea how to solve this one the correct way. I literally just hit the arrows until it goes away. Um, I haven't taken the time. Because I'm just trying to get up as fast as possible. Normally, because it takes so freaking long. But yeah, so I don't mind doing that one either because you can just cheese it, just smash the arrows a bunch of times. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than others, but eventually you just get through. So if there's ever a time where you click in, oh, this might be a chest over here. Boom, tower chest. Let's see what we get. Temporary defense. I'll take it. It's nice to start with extra defense like that, even if it does go away. Side rooms like that is where you want to look for the chests. And if you ever like are clicking off into another room like that where you can't really see, if it won't let you click into there and your guy starts moving, most likely it's because there's a puzzle door that you have to solve and you can't just walk through the puzzle door. So the next run I do, I'll swap it up and do with Cataphract. Um, the summoner class, if you build tank, it's really not hard to ascend the tower, mostly because you have those summons, so you're not the only target. For some of the other classes, it's hard because you come in and you have these mobs. Like, there's a crap ton of hits that you're going to take for the other classes, and if you can't tank those hits while you're trying to build, um, you're going to fall really, really quick. Even this is, that's why those chests can be very helpful, but this is lucky. I have three, so they're targeting my summons, not me, and that's why the summoner um, is probably something really good to run for these towers. The summoner, and even maybe some of those. I guess a pet class would be nice, but you're still tanking everything. You have to face tank everything with all the other classes. So if you're not really, really tanky, kind of doesn't matter in the long run. I am fairly tanky, and um, I'm not taking a good portion of those hits. I should have summoned the Jins. This is an area where you want to summon the Jins, where there's a bunch of fairly strong enemies to fight. You're not doing a lot of damage because the Jins will hit them all. or they can hit them all. Just gonna bash into. Right, so yeah, you can see. I think like 5 or 6 levels ago we were at 130 per. Now I'm at 220. Diluted mnemonic. Oh, that's right. I was going to. So I'm starting with ward because of this. Fortified impurity allows me to start ward with four turns of ward, and that's really just safety precautions. Because I'm also not like super fast. Um, is it foresight? So sometimes there'll be enemies that go before my summons even get a chance. Um, so again, extra precaution because the last thing I want to do is fall. I do not want to fall. All right, see that one hit me. That one guy with my defense hit me for 7,000. Um, if they all hit me for that, I would be in a world of hurt. I honestly don't know how some of these other classes do it. I know they have more base defensive resistance than the summoner class does. That's a lot to freaking tank. This is the first level where um, I've taken this much damage. All right, on to the next floor. How many people lost? 64. Oh, this one should be easy. Again, though, the ones that look easy, you can't, like, I don't sleep on anything. I don't care how easy it is. Um, I'm not gonna not shield up most of the time. So normally the guys who get this far have really good builds. Oh, another one of these guys. I really hate these guys. Only killed one. See, they hit me a lot. Um, Luckily, I have that. So I have that temporary defense 2 up, which probably saved me a lot more damage than I was originally realizing. That's another benefit of the Summoner too, is while I am defending and kind of setting up, um, my summons can still do damage. So that's kind of nice. It's just they're capped. So when you hit bosses, it takes forever. The Summoner can get you to the top easy, but fighting just is a grind. They just don't do a lot of damage comparatively for bosses. But it'll be interesting to see if how much that might change with the new celestial classes and weapons that cost, like, I think to max some of that stuff out, it's like 150,000 shards to the max like one item out. It's something ridiculous. So it's not gonna happen anytime soon. So I did it, like I said earlier in the video, a tier. There's 50 floor tower, and I think I got 10,000 shards, but not all towers are tier 50. So I think I might have gotten a little over 10,000. So 150 of those, and I'll be good. 150. Wow. Yeah. Oh man, that one's cool. I forget how cool some of the sprites are. So an easy floor guardian, that one was kind of laughable. Still did Ortonite for a word of Ortonite first though. Not gonna take a chance. Also, I haven't had a lot of the puzzle doors. Only two. Sometimes there's a lot more. Like, oh, add ha ha as I. So I don't have to do this one. There's no chest in there. If you wanted to fight that mob, you can go through. But honestly, unless it was a floor guardian, I'm not doing it. It's a waste. You can also find additional cheese or cheese. You can find some cheese. No. You can find the keys that let you walk through um the doors. The next time I find one of those, I probably should have just tested it because I like to save my one key I get for puzzle doors just in case. Ooh, all right. This one, if you don't have a good build, I recommend swapping out for the pendant that allows him to not use his stupid ability. I am forgetting what it's called. So he puts that mark on you. This one really scares me a lot because I think he is capable of one-shotting pretty much anything. If you get marked, I don't think you can get that mark off of you. I forget lion something. That's what you want though. The lion's penance. I believe that is what will allow you to not get hit by his stupid ability. So LY? It might have been LYO. Either way, there's a piece of equipment that'll make it so he marks you, and then he does his other ability that smacks the crap out of you, and it hurts a lot. That is definitely those guys are probably a huge killer, I would imagine, if you're not ready. Mm, Probably can't get over there this way. Nope. I'll just hit this floor guardian. Even though I hate you so much. Man, got really unlucky with that cast. Come on. There you go. Yep, and he already died. That is why you don't want to start with them. He already died. And he takes 3 turns to, like, I just, it's cool, but at the same time, I don't think it's worth it. I'm not even, so I'm running the Rift Rock as well, and I'm getting kind of unlucky. But with the Benefactor, you're supposed to be able to every now and then get it so they cast sooner, and it seems like it doesn't proc enough to be beneficial. I almost forgot to keep my ward up. And there he goes again. Man, yeah. So I gotta swap. It's just, it's not worth it. Like, I know they can hit a lot of mobs, but they die so easily. I hate these guys so much because I just miss everything. There we go. All right, next floor. Almost there. Floor 30. How many people died here? Ooh, man, that would be rough. Floor 30 and you get knocked down. I think I might cry a little bit. Is there a chest over there? Doo-doo-doo. Nope. Nope. There we go. Alright, if I find a puzzle door, I will use my key. We're close enough. I'm will probably get unlucky and have two puzzle doors in a row and have to do the one I hate the most, but it's no big deal. I'm up to 5,000 shards. Yeah, I misclicked. Dang it. I meant to get another chimera. Not Golem's Fortitude again. Ward. And so, yeah, this guy, 163,000. But hopefully, if I don't miss, not quite. There we go. Oh, another crash. Hopefully, finish before. Actually, I'm curious how many people died at this level. 49. That's another thing is like I don't like to risk it. Like I could hit him, yeah, I'll do it. But it's an added risk. I have 5,000. Um, if I lost 2 or 3,000 because I fall, that would really suck. So if I'm gonna risk it, might as well risk it on getting to the next floor. Now I really my build is good enough to not I was like that because I lost so many of the early ones. Not really paying attention and making sure my build was good going into fights, just doing stupid stuff. But realistically, I should be hitting as many of these guys as I can because my build can withstand pretty much all of it. I think this is the last build or the last run until I think the next one's the floor boss or the tower boss. I mean, these dragons also, by the way, are another kind of low key killer. They actually hit pretty hard. If you have a bunch of, I mean, unless you're a Beowulf, or you're immune to dragon damage, then they probably don't do anything to you. But they can hit pretty hard, and they're a little tanky. It's really the numbers, like almost every, it's probably like 60% of the floors have three or more bosses or mobs that you have to fight, and they're all targeting you if you're not playing the summoner class. So it definitely can be rough. Should have brought out another chimera. All right, I think this is. I didn't get to use my key, but that's all right. Boom. I really need to find a Tower of Eos because I want those drops. But right now it's the shards that are super important. All right, almost 8 million. So it will take a while. By a while, it's probably at the most 10 minutes, which for some people, killing a boss, that's I get why that is super crazy and they don't like builds like this because they just want to nuke them. Um, but this build is really nice to get you here. All right. So I am taking the time instead of bringing out chimeras. Again, I am bringing out more of the hydras so that I can try to do more damage and get out of here a little bit faster. Um, if you can put dots on them, dots are pretty good. Um, I kind of I don't use a whole lot of mobs that throw dots, so I don't really know like the best build to do a bunch of statuses because those statuses will slowly drain. If you can tank, so that's the thing. Again, the goal is to win. You want to win, um, even if it takes you. I hate to say it, hour and a half, 2 hours. The goal is to win. You to get the maximum shards and then the augments that they drop because that is where it's going to be. That's where all the power is going to come from when you start building your celestial weapons. It's a good amount of damage, so we'll just go back into crap. I need. It's not too bad. It's actually the combination that I normally run. This is normally what I run. Again, I like Anubis mostly to try to for the sigils. Um, because when I do get those blue numbers, it's nice. That if I get it for 3 or 4 turns in a row, I normally can cut about 3 or 4 minutes off, and then just keep temporary buffs. There might be some better temporary buffs out there. Um, this is what I have. I need to do some more work for sure, and I just need to kill this before my phone dies now. There we go. Some good damage right there. Also, if I can pair that damage when she doesn't have her ward bar up, it's also really nice. Honestly, probably the if you get to this level, probably one of the best builds is just to throw a crap ton of statuses. Because if you can get it to where she never pulls up that bar, she's frozen, stunned, asleep, all of the above. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, has some status immunities, which I have not found yet. So I would probably immune to petrify, because I haven't used anything to petrify. Interesting. Almost. This is actually one of the faster runs than normal for me. Normally it's a little bit longer. There we go. Ooh, famed sturdy feet of these Themis. All right, let's see how many total shards I got. 5,782 shards for this run. I will take it. Oh, 6,000 straight. Nice. All right. All right. So that's it for now. The grind is real. Probably the next time I get on, I will show the buildings. If you want to see them now, again, go check out. Shabash has a bunch of videos for all that stuff. It's gonna be way better than anything I've shown. All I'm doing is showing how I run summoner shenanigans.